Hello, hi. Hi, thank you, Barbie. Hi, Nate, hi, Kalkum, hi. Enid, thank you, Enid, hi. This is the New Year's theme? Nerd. That's the anniversary theme. Hi, Gita. Hi, random, hi, Mick, to go, hi, dancing, and I check. Hi, Standard. Hi, Maisie. Hi, Metal, hi. Wait, I already said that. Hi, Barbie. I'm so nervous. You know, I've been I haven't been able to really talk about it for the past month or two. Things are seriously changed now. Hi, okay, guy. Of course, I'm not Tsunami. I'm gonna cringe to death. Fun. Hello. Tsunami is gone. Hi. Hi, Chase. Thank you, Chase. My I am Bell. It's spelled like the instrument. There's no E at the end. Like ring ring. I'm Bella Yaga. Hi. Tsunami is gone because I made a deal with her a long time ago and she failed to uphold it, so now she's locked in the bullying room. She gets bullied now. I've been streaming as Tsunami for a long time since she didn't uphold her end of the deal. I'm killing her identity. I'm a witch. Hi. Hi. Hello, homeless woman who lives under the pier with the tubers. Shut up! They're electrical towers. I'm not homeless. I have a house. It's a really nice house. Hello. Bella, can I call you Ding Dong then? Look how a bell sounds. Are you a jerk? Ding Dong. How would you feel if I called you Ding Dong? But something you might have noticed right off the bat is, although everything else has changed, you know, everything on the accounts look different. The username is still the same. Part of that is kind of, you know, I want to pay some ode to that. You know, I've been pretending to be Tsunami for a long time. Blah 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 blah. Don't call me Miss Dog! What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Don't you know how to treat a lady? No! I wanted to be cooler. You're a woman, but I don't know if I would call you a lady. Okay. I've been so nervous for the past long time. I've been not quite missing. Very inconsistent for the past 2 months. I think I can say it, but you might have seen me. You know, this face. I had joined a company, essentially. And my first job also is not my job anymore. You know? I'm Malamamadura. Welcome. So, you know, I spend months waiting like, I'm so excited, you know, I've never experienced this before. You know, I wanna do something real cool. Have the full experience, and now, it closed. And now, I'm exposing my true identity under the ancient Tsunami accounts. So, I was a corpo VTuber for like a month. Yeah. Is this why you're homeless now? I'm not homeless! I live in an awesome house. It's got meat and skin. But, I wanted to come back as soon as I can because every day I'm not streaming, I feel a little more insane. Of course, I live in the forest. Deep in the forest. And nobody talks to me. Because I'm a creepy normal-aged witch. Got a full body reference for it? I'll be posting it later, but this got me back on track. You'll notice there's obviously a lot of changes. I'll feel sad if anyone leaves still, but I won't blame you because I am very different from Tsunami, you know. Tsunami had a very different appeal, particularly between the belt and head area. you know? You know? It's different but more classy, aren't I? I feel so classy. Yeah. I'm not very good at behaving because I don't socialize that much. So my words may not sound that classy. But I think I'm a classy woman despite that. A well-educated woman. Whoa, who's this One-san on the screen? I'll just... Hold on. Give me a moment. I'll put something... Let's display my name. Yeah. Ahem. How many cats do you own, Miss Yaga? I am too, like a normal person. Most people have 2 cats. That said, I'm not really that much of a cat person. They keep waking me up in the middle of the night because they throw themselves against the door and it's scary. That's my bedroom door. Don't call me Yafka! Don't call me Yafka! Hi, Padre. I'm so excited, you know, I was like, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm gonna be a real cool woman. I'm not gonna be made fun of. Baba Yamaha! Don't call me Baba or Yamaha! You happen to own any chinchillas? Well, didn't move on. Because she didn't uphold her end of the deal. Now she's a jester of sorts. I make fun of her. Don't call me Yamcha. You know, obviously, immediate similarity is gonna be Baba. People are gonna see this kind of name and think Baba. I want you to know that every time I get called Baba or old or hag, I get an hour younger, so don't do that. You're not helping yourself. Baby Yoda, shut up! This is... But, yeah, I am very happy to look like this. I worked really hard on everything leading up to this. I had to, obviously I didn't really think I'd be coming back to this account. So I had to scramble to everything you see on screen. I had to scramble to do really fast. So if we call you youngin' and kids, you will grow older. That's not how it works. Oh my god, new VTuber, hi, totally unrelated to you. There's a certain VOD channel related to some other VTuber. Assuming you want me to keep archiving the VODs, would you rather I do it on a separate channel or just rename the current one? You can just rename the current one, it's fine. I don't know how many new people will be checking this out, because I assume there's a non-zero amount of people who have been looking for this face. But for the most part, honestly, I'm only worried about the people who have watched me before. I was so nervous, you know. I didn't want everyone to leave me. I have been searching. I imagine I've seen you around. Hold on. You need to announce yourself more? Well, I wasn't streaming and I didn't have that much to show, so I was nervous, you know. I have a Kiana smile. I like to think. I think that's one of the cutest bits about me. Sorry, I sneezed. Like Kiwawa smiles. But, hold on, let's show off a bit. I had to adjust my, my clothes were glued to me. It was a long process to get it unglued. It was related to the company that my clothes were glued to me, but it's not that important. I've been waiting for you. It's nice to finally meet you, Lady Gaga. Lady. I'm gonna blush. It's you who did that to you. Maybe I'll glue her clothes to her. Hi, Assembly. But hold on. Miss Yaga's too old for me. It's time to say goodbye. I'm a normal woman. I like how I look. I have a very, despite my sad, lonely life in the woods, I think I've got a very classy look to myself. I look like a real human college girl. You know? Hold on. I do like your hat in all seriousness. Watch this. No more hat. How does that feel? Does that make you feel unhappy? She has a bald spot? No, I don't! What do you mean? Hi, Mr. Meagle. We're happy, my guy. Okay. I feel bad, so empty. You're not gonna go, oh wow, you know, the appeal is entirely different with a hat. You know, exposed hair, look at her hairstyle, oh. Whatever. Well, Balder, you're right. I'm not taking my hair off. I don't care. Surprised you didn't have an ahoge under a hat? Well, that's for unclassy ladies, unless... If you meet any ladies with an ahoge, please don't tell them I said that. Maybe give them my number though, if you meet any ladies. Hair, oh, this is what you want? You're making fun of me for having normal aspirations that any lady would. Do you think any of us meet ladies? Who do you think we are? Birds of a feather, I suppose. You can see her scalp. How I will. You might blush a bit at this part. I know I would if it was a pretty lady. Look at that. Exposed sleeves. Birds? I thought you were a belle. I'm not a belle, I'm a witch. I don't think you've ever seen a woman with exposed sleeves before, have you? Crazy. Wait, don't be creepy about it. Who's this? Hi, Anga. My name is right there. Tsunami is long gone. Or she'll return sometimes if I want to laugh at her. But, you know, I I've never done a debut like this, a real proper debut. I am really fumbling for words. I'm just worried about everyone else. But, wow. I have nice pants. Hello, Bella Yago. I wish I ran Hololive. Can you imagine every day surrounded by cute girls? I can. But I haven't put those collarbones away. More collarbone. Wait, I feel naked. Wait, this is a lot of exposure. I feel it's been so long since I'm defenseless against a vampire. I'm putting them back on. My hopes is if a vampire goes for the neck, their teeth get caught on my earring tassels. And then they get really uncomfortable. Cause have you ever gnawed on fabric and got it caught in your teeth? Not a good experience. Not that that's something I do. That's not something an upstanding human woman like myself would do. Normal, college-aged girl. Wouldn't that pull on your ear? Well, it's kind of the difference between an ear that hurts and a neck that's bleeding out. I'm not a moth. Who do you think I am? But you can... Wow. Look at my earrings. There's obviously something that's... Whenever you shake like this, there's gonna be something else that gets more attention. But there's not that much going on there, unlike the earrings. The earrings are more of a shaking a keychain in your face, you know? They're fake? They're real. I'm not showing you though, freak. They're real. They're real. Because Chinami had none, but I was pretending to be her using magic. Magic is real, but only for me. Hi, Squishy. I'm sorry to say that's barely not fun. No, that's... Look at... There's a lot there. There's a lot there. Okay? I'm not... You know, I'm not respecting this. I'm not respecting this. New look slash name. Chinami is dead. The Super Chinami account will live on for the next month or two. Just in case. Just in case. This stream is just a roast of Beliaga. I need to have better defenses against this. You guys are so mean to me. You became a proper lady. Should we act as proper gentlemen now? You should be a little less creepy. I'm creepy, but you know, I'm not creepy towards you guys. No pepper. I think Ringo. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I knew. They just go to another school or something, right? Are you thinking of... Chinami is in hell, essentially. I sent Chinami to the torture rooms. Psychological torture. Everyone makes fun of her there. Thank you, Ringo. Sorry for being gone so long. Chinami works at Taco Bell now? That's not a bad idea. That might be funny. Right now, she has... Chinami, In the current moment, I'm making her sleep in the dishwasher. So. Hi, Elise! Oh my god, no way, the real music girl from not a certain place. Congratulations on the not a debut. I have real conflicting feelings about the entire thing, you know? I had to really throw stuff together to make this not look stupid. And I was so nervous about it. I wanted everyone to not... I didn't want everyone to leave. But I've met a lot of new people do that sort of thing. And I'm very happy about that. I've met a lot of girls. A lot of cute girls. And they're cute and they talk to me. I have on fear. Just laugh. I like the background reminds me a lot of Monica. Was that the intent? The kind of things I was thinking of when I made this, I think it looks pretty good. This background right here wasn't actually intended to be made. I just threw something together really fast after making the previous overlays because I realized, wait a minute, I probably should have something to show off my outfit on. So the overlays are way nicer. But what I had in mind for this was mostly new wave typography and Soviet propaganda. That makes me sound like a huge creep, but my dad has it hung all over his house, which is unrelated to mine. I live in the woods alone. So I grew up around a lot of that stuff. It's cool design, isn't it? Anti-onions propaganda posters. I've still never had an onion before. I think maybe I might want to try one. Maybe I'll do it on stream so you guys can eat an onion with me. I think eating raw onions makes you insane though. Maybe I should learn how to caramelize onions. I always hear things along the lines of, you know, caramelizing onions is way harder than you would think, blah 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 blah. The name Bella Yaga makes me think of Baba Yaga. You're secretly a witch? I'm not secretly a witch, I am a witch! I'm magic and I'll turn you into a frog if you keep making fun of me. Or maybe some kind of messed up flesh creature. You ever read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? I'll turn you into the blob at the end. Hi Dire Tom. Does Bella Yaga still like cookie cutter shakes? Of course I do. In lore. I have been streaming as Chinami for the past several months in secret, using magic to disguise myself as it, because she's really lazy and she made a deal with me. She didn't want to do chores at my house though, so now she's being punished. Hey, spoilers, shut up! It's not spoilers, it's my normal life. Yeah, what about our names? Do we get a fanning? Honestly, I wanted to keep you guys as Chitamates because, you know, I was Chitami for a long time, and you guys were Chitamates for a long time as well, so... Yag love? Yag is so gross! Don't call me Yag. Can we call you Super Yaga? No! To be fair, why would you trust Chinami to do chores? This is a very low minimum. I have to go eat. Have a nice stream. Thank you for coming, Elise. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bell Pepper's legacy name is Estrada. Would you quit making fun of me? How about Bells? That sounds like the CEO of Amazon. Chitamates that are forced to watch this Bella Yaga chick as Chini's being held hostage. She dug her own hole. Also, she's got a very unappealing voice now because I made her smoke 12 packs of cigarettes for fun. play too much around with Yag. I feel like you could get some names that could get me in trouble if you keep playing at that. No! Don't say that! Okay, okay. Kill ya! You... You can't play around with that, okay? For cousin, for fan name, percussion, and cousin. No. You guys are very creative, though. Maybe I should have thought this through a little more. Maybe I should have thought a little more about this first. I am a nice lady. A nice, classy lady who does not entertain controversial words. And also, I may or may not be monitored by, let's say the government. They're keeping tabs on me. You know. Not in the I got put on a list way, but in the my identity might be stolen by like the fairies or something. You know? A nice class witch lady on the list. I'm not on the list, okay? I'm Oh, wait. I should probably show myself. Let's do something funny. What? Oops. Let's take all my clothes off. Okay, not like that, but I look like someone's mom. Look at me. Hey, Adrian. When I take off all my top layers, I look like a real classy woman, like an upper class aunt or something. This isn't Chinami. Who's this? I am the Great Witch, Beliaga. I have been pretending to be Chinami for the past several months, and also Beliaga. Don't call me Belly either. That's one I honestly was very worried about, because if you remove the space between them, it makes me sound weird. So that part I was worried about. Take off your layers. Okay, I'll show you what I can take off, because I'll be honest, I look pretty awesome. It's gonna be I'm showing you forbidden things. It glows because of magic. That's also why my hair floats. Yelbaga, we switched the first two letters. You know what, that's fine. Why is your hand throwing up signs? Because I'm cursing you. You ever watch Naruto? It's something like that. Ahem. Is this what you wanted, you freaks? Don't call me Baga! That's like a weird nickname you call your grandma or something, and I'm not grandma aged, I'm a normal age. Arm, you know? Crazy. I'm not sure you've ever seen an arm, have you? There we go. You can admire my bare skin. Creeps. 5 will fix this. How about vodka? You know what? Sure. I'll accept it. Bye-bye, Adrian. I don't think you guys can see it, but I can see all the block terms my mods are adding, and it's pretty funny. This is awesome. Shinami never gave us fan service. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't then. There you go. No more on. Showing elbow, very risque for a classy witch. I'm a very modern woman, I'll have you know that. I obviously modern women can show their elbows, I think. Have a fun rest of your not debut, Val. Thank you. Bye bye, Jace. I think you're leaving. This Belle lady is so much better than that teamy dork. I was her for months! I was her! You ever wonder why Teamy stopped being say-so? Kind of woman that spends thousands in skincare products. Every day I do sit-ups for 15 minutes. I can do up to 1,000 or something like that. I don't remember the quote. Does that mean you aren't say-so? Well, maybe I'm not appropriate. It's a complicated concept. Hi, Viola. Maybe I'll keep the name on screen for the next whatever. I would have thought it was because of the bad influence she was getting, fell in with a bad crowd she did. Only bad influence is you guys. You know, I had a feeling Chidami wasn't Chidami when I walked into her office at Cheetah Mart and saw a blonde-haired woman transforming into her. All modern women's know is charge they broom, make hot potion, and lie. They even have their elbows out. Everyone knows that modern witches. You know, all you have to do is... Honestly, the real modern witches just beat people up. And tell them it's magic. And ACS. Does this model have a Miku mode also? It could if I wanted to, but I'll never get Twin Tails. Someday in the future, you know, if everything works out, I would like to add more things and look fancier and all that, but for now, I'm very happy as I am. I like how we keep doing a different hue of white hair. Is this right? I felt it was kind of blonde, like an ash blonde. I don't know, I've heard some people describe this hair as gray, but I don't think it's gray. Tsunami had gray hair, but I don't. Could you get kind of twin tails by taking off the back hair? It would look real silly. I'm gonna put my clothes back on. At the very least, my lower layers. Model is fully and pretty? I am, aren't I? But I like how smiley I am. You really can see how much I smile, and it's a little embarrassing, but at the same time, I feel like Yada. Mr. Mojo. I thought it looked more beige to me. You know, it's not worth arguing over, you know? How does it feel being live 2D instead of 3D? I think this has a whole new appeal, honestly. But to be fair, if I got some really crazy high level 3D model, like the kind that really mimic 2D, those ones are scary. But I bet that one would be a whole new experience as well. Oh, can you take off your jewelry and keep it closed? Now I look... Now I look ready to pass out in a chair. I was really embarrassed and worried about how everyone would see me because although I have a very graceful face and good taste in clothing and aesthetics, I suppose, I am kind of a weirdo and a creep. I've met so many people in the past few days, and I get so nervous because they're all such normal people, and then, you know, I try talking to them, and I finally see a topic I know things about, and it's like, oh, you want to hear about how brains actually have no nerves? I can explain lobotomies in full detail, it's real cool. And they get scared of me. I mean, I do be sad. But, hold on. I can probably say who. Maybe after stream I'll retweet a few other people so you can kind of know what I was getting up to while I was missing. Why does without necklace feel exposed? I know, it makes me scared. I feel like a vampire could eat my neck. And then, you know, all the skin would fall off and I'd have no blood. Because it would all gush out. You know, apparently what vampires are supposed to do is, you know, they bite and then just suck on the open wound, which sounds really unappealing. But when I was a kid, I always imagined that there was kind of a tube in their tooth. And, you know, they suck it out through their teeth. I don't know. Stream idea, perform a lobotomy? I think that would get me banned, unfortunately. Yeah, we might have noticed a couple other VTubers. Particularly the ones you should keep an eye on. There's this cute dog-made VTuber and another red-haired lady. No, not red-haired. She's kind of more brunette-ish, but she's red-themed. Those ones, I would have been around in a different existence of sorts. You know? You know? Isn't that how fangs in animals work? Well, the vampire bat, they bite and then I think they use their teeth to scrape, rather. They make a wound and then they just kind of laugh at it. Like a kitten licking up milk from its mother. Pretty cool. Nature is amazing. And there's leeches. Leeches are a whole nother thing. I got my first leech a few years ago when I went to a lake. I had never experienced one before that. I think it was probably 2-ish years ago. But it reopened a scar on my leg. Vampires bat saliva as an anticoagulant. Oh, that's the same thing Komodo dragons have, except they're a lot worse. You know, people talk about Komodo dragons sometimes, but what makes them really scary? They bite you and then you never stop bleeding because it keeps acting forever. Have you seen that video of a leech eating a whole worm? I don't want to. I don't know. But the world is so crazy. Animals are so amazing. I can be like a more natural, creepy self this way. I'll show you guys a little something something. There's not gonna be anything to show off, but I can show it off. What I was on there was kind of scrapped together from this that I have made. Nice screen transition. I think it's a real dumb screen transition, but it's fun. I'm melting away into the next phase of my existence. There's nothing on screen here, of course, but theoretically, you can just imagine what sort of things could be put on screen here. Many, many things. It's beautiful. Also, this one's a lot more unnecessary and nerdy, but it always bugged me how I didn't have something for this, so... Here's my... I don't know why you guys aren't on screen. You guys really should be popping up on screen, but you're not. I don't know why that's happening. Sorry. I see a little face. I hid a bunch of little faces in here. There's one in the bottom corner over there. Because, you know? Cute. There's also a Tera Tera Bozo up there. It's not a debut without tech problems, is it? I don't really think this is a debut in the slightest. Sort of. I wouldn't consider this a debut. I suppose this is a debut to the people who have never known about me prior, but for the most part this is more like, I'm so sorry I was gone for so long, guys! No way is that Papa's Freezeria, Pog. Are you hallucinating? Your debut is a debut in the sense that I awkwardly ramble about my backstory and then explain my life. Are you planning on doing anything more solid later, like a video intro or anything? I've been learning all sorts of things on my own, and hold on. I posted this on Twitter earlier, so a good amount of you would have seen it. But I want to learn things like animation and all sorts of cool things. I want to make my own transition at some point. You on the left, that is you! Yeah. I'm not very good at animation right just yet, but this is my first try. Is she some kind of bowler? No, that's... It's you guys. That's what you look like. We got eyes? I gave you eyes because I wanted to carve out a face in you guys. I thought it'd be funny. If you look close enough, there's all the sorts of inner gunk in the poor little homunculus. Where is the fork? Well, there wasn't... The fork isn't an official part of you guys. It's just fun. Anyway, back to here. Ah. That's my chest. But look at this. You can admire me up close. I'm happy. Black nails, goth fashion art confirmed. No, this isn't goth, are you silly? It's brown. Well, I'm not really good at fashion. I think about a lot of different things and I could probably categorize it by era. But this is a little alternative no matter how you look at it, you know? Prairie-esque. Can you zoom in a little bit more on your face? It's not... If I zoom in too far, it starts getting a little... crunchy. This is because of my camera, of course. I'm happy. now, of course. I miss streaming so much. At the same time, can you wink at us? I've met so many people, and I can be Baba Yaga. So I've met a lot of my seniors of sorts, and that was fun. Like, a lot of people I looked up to. I still have more people I want to meet, but I've met so many. I'm so tired. Small red dot in your eyes? It's contrast. And also magic. It's because of magic. Oh, that you would understand that. Normie. But I'll probably be able to talk more silly stuff about it in the future. You know, my experiences, blah blah blah. But I'd rather not be too negative, you know? Everyone inside? No cute girls allowed. Watch this. I'm about to blow your mind. Okay, it'll take a bit, but give me a bit. I will blow your mind in time. You got the skin and stuffed it? Don't make me sound so scary. That makes me sound like a serial killer. I mean, I've thought about it, but taxidermy is apparently not really good for your health. One, you know, you shouldn't be handling formaldehyde so bad. Two, corpses carry diseases. But I've thought about it. You shouldn't do it though, unless you're very good at it. Cobbled head trophy? No. This is the clone of you. I made in a vat. A homunculus of sorts. If you don't post a reference image of this model after stream, what does KMS stand for? Let's think. Grilling my sushi. You're a seafood fan. Stop saying sister sub. Krill or Yaga stream. Yeah, I do like that one. I'm gonna say it makes that one. If you wouldn't taxidermy Yoshi, do you even love her? Maybe I should learn how to taxidermy. Maybe it would make for a fun stream. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. I'm sending not Rui. Rui's dead shell to hell now. Say bye to Rui. You knowing how to taxidermy scares me. You'll be over. Can I have it? Creep! Creep! Get out! But you know, I'm pretty proud of myself. I had to rework a lot of stuff really fast. There were a lot of course, my physical form doesn't show up on camera too well because of the pure magic that seeps from all of my pores. It makes me look kind of mushy. So I had to learn tech to make sure that everything looks normal. Aw, why is Belle the only one allowed to have VTuber clone corpses? Don't make me sound like a creep. You're gonna make me sound like a creep. I'm not that creepy. I'm a cute, classy lady. Upper class, even. And I think I might have a lisp. I keep saying like class. It makes me sound like a little kid. Maybe an upper class woman should probably take speech therapy? I don't know what it's called. If you hear animals, that is of course, Tsunami. She's being made fun of. I bet Belle is so classy, she keeps her room clean and free of empty bottles all the time. Well, every witch needs bottles for things like potions. You know, my witch's brew. Cauldrons. Speech therapy. Shut up! Leave your room. No! No. Well, yes. No. I've done it. I rearranged my whole desk and I remember I showed it off. It's like, look at my setup. And they're like, oh yeah, I know what it's like to have a bad setup, and I was so upset because I have such an awesome setup. I can reach it from bed, and I have 4 monitors. I look so cool. Ah. I'm not upset though. I think I probably have a real loser setup of sorts. Where Yogi is the classiest gal around, her sandbar is organized, and her witch's brews are delicious. You know what? Maybe not being Tsunami was worth it if you guys can come up with so many silly nicknames. Bella's tech maxing. I'm a pro! I'm learning how to get a DVD player set up. It takes time. I went to Best Buy to get a remote because of course you need a remote for old DVD players. Which is crazy, you know, you're bound to lose that. But while I was walking through Best Buy, seeing the horrors of mankind and all that, I walked directly under a leak and like plunk on my head. And it freaked me out. I feel like they should really be concerned about leaks at a Best Buy though. No, that's electronics. Typically, you know, you defeat a robot by throwing water on it or something, right? I couldn't rat. They startled the witch? I'm easily startled. That's why I keep torturing people. You know, you get scared, you turn someone into a frog. What else are you supposed to do with them but boil them? You know, what do you do with all these frogs? A vampire. Wait. Now if any vampires go for my necks, their teeth will get caught on the tassels and then they'll leave because that's awkward. Damn, that's crazy. I was working at Best Buy and drooled on some poor girl by accident and blamed it on me. Get out! Never leave your house again, you! Ah! Never leave your house again. Hold on. You should apologize to women everywhere. But you know, I've met so many women in the last week. I am a woman pro now. Now I don't have to say sorry, woman, because I know all of them. I met like 5, and that's all of them. I think there's more than 5, but I met at least 5, and now I know woman. But I mean, saliva and hair isn't that abnormal. You know, sometimes you drool all over your pillow and like you wake up confused and roll around. 5 entire woman pro womanizer now. Oh, you're a woman pro named 5. Gargura. Or one time, you know, in middle school for witches, of course, I got hit with a Lunchables pizza on the head. I imagine there was a little bit of saliva on that. At least a little bit. No one exposed, shut up! Was it tasty? No, I didn't eat it. I remember like real thunk hard on my head, and I nearly fall off my chair. And I'm looking around and I have no idea what to do, and I reach back and feel my head and pull my hands back and it's covered in red substance. Really funny. I don't know if it had any cheese on it, because none of the cheese landed on my head if there was. But I found it later because it had bounced off my head like a frisbee and frisbeed across the floor. And there was the lone crust. Good day, I missed you. Did you get to sleep well today? I stayed up really late because I said it on Twitter. My heart was beating so fast I couldn't get to sleep. I was half convinced I might die. But I knew that wouldn't happen, of course. I was just real nervous. I was nervous for a while because, of course, you know, you guys like Chinami. You guys like Chinami for all sorts of reasons. Personality is one of them, of course, so I would have that covered. But, you know, one particular thing I was worried about is there's a big difference there. I was so nervous about how many people would want to stay around me because they became so inconsistent. I need the reference. Don't worry, I'll post it. I'll post it. I'll even post it, you know, without poncho and hat and stuff if you want. What? It my second stream. I'm sorry, caveman vampire. I'm sorry you didn't get to know me sooner. I know I'm the light of many people's lives. Save as long as jiggle physics don't appear. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out, otherwise I'm going to die of embarrassment. had to add them. Because they were very stiff otherwise. Now you will not be able to touch elbows? I can still touch elbows. Ow. I touched them so hard they clicked. Ow. I realized just got here by a fake test. It's not fake, they're real. Ow. My elbows. Ow. That really hurts. But you know, they're flexible, so you know, even if you have something there, you can still touch elbows. Ow. Okay, we can move on from this. I think someone said touch, not drive your elbows into each other like a Newton's cradle. Usually I have like a little... I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't think that much. I don't think that much. Close to 100 viewers! What? That's scary. You were joking, right? Why would you mention that? Now I'm gonna die of embarrassment because I had nothing cool planned and now people... like 80 people are watching me be stupid on stream. Ow. I don't mind. There's a non-zero amount of people who really wanted to see this model in action. And I'm sorry if I didn't live up to your expectations. But if I did, also nice. I was 6 afraid of 7. Numbers don't experience fear. You're a clown. Filter them with pumice? Yeah, sure. I'm eating the pumice. There we go. Pumice eating. Don't I not eat pumice? I'm not spitting this up, to be honest. I think that's a little too embarrassing. Punk, what was that? But you know, I have an elegant face, but I'm kind of a loser, you know? I will fix this high forest. But you know, I was very worried. I'm glad that a lot of people are watching me, but all I really cared about were the people that have supported me this far. Yeah. I'll be happy if other people support me in the future too, but I was so worried everyone would leave. Just scared. What made you think we would leave? Well, I actually looked at the last time I streamed for comparison, and it's like, oh, I'm getting this worked up over a week of no streaming. I get so nervous whenever I go too long without streaming, and it didn't help that it was so sporadic for a long time. A good amount of people are probably watching me because of, you know, connection to a place that I would have been in. But I will say, a lot of attention should be given to a lot of different other people, because honestly, I walked out the cleanest. Hi, platformer. Hi, Cheetah, is that really you, beautiful model? My name is Belyaga. I'm a witch, and the coolest forever. Yeah! Yeah! I'm drinking iced tea. Because of all that's happened, I've really wanted to make a change in my life. So I've cut Pepsi out of my diet. Cheetah is the sound that bells make. He's just being a weeb. Cheetah is not the sound that bells make. Either you can describe it as a fluttering sound or like a peaking sound. Like cheetah cheetah. That's like peaking. Sometimes I see people refer to underskirt shots as cheetah. And that's kind of cute in a weird way. Oh, Baba Yaga. Every time I get called Baba, I get an hour younger. You're not getting the hag you dream of. Fool. Honestly, your voice was what brought me first, but your personality is very unique. Hard to find someone as cute as you. I'm a little proud of it, even if I have a hard time connecting to people. You know, when you spend enough time in isolation, your mind develops in a very bizarre way. And so I've become someone very unique because of that, for better and for worse. Means I can't really befriend people easily, but I think I'm cool. Heh. Young. I am a graceful college-aged woman. How old is Yaga anyway? Wouldn't you like to know? VTuber fan. I'd love to see your parasocial connections you made from isolation. No, they're only half parasocial, because I met a lot of people that I looked up to. It's so... And sometimes, you know, everyone gets together in a voice chat, and I get to sit in and listen to them and think like, I know these people. And then I don't say that out loud, because that sounds really creepy, but there's a good chance they might be watching, so sorry I'm such a creep. Hi. Did meeting your heroes leave you disillusioned and bitter? Everyone has their flaws, you know? I love them regardless. I think it would take something incredible to make me stop liking someone I liked. You know? Which is gonna be really old. Well, my mind is still young because I don't go outside much. Oh, you even changed the profile portrait. This is a full-on rebrand. I know I've talked poorly about rebrands in the past, and that's part of why I was so nervous about the whole thing. You know, I didn't want to rebrand if I could help it. But if I didn't use my face as this, I don't think it would have ever been used. You know? Everyone stops talking and they hear heavy breathing and giggling coming over Belle's face. That's too creepy. I'm not like that. Okay, I got to tease some girls and it was so great. You know, a girl shows off how she looks, you know, like model eyes, and you can kind of see when they get distracted and you can tease them about it, and it's so cute. I like that last thing you did before your rebrand was drawn nude about. She's not nude! It's tasteful. And there's nothing drawn there. Woman belly hack, I'm all muted and BC. I'm not that creepy, I'm not that creepy, I'm not that creepy, okay? I'm a loser and a weirdo, but I'm not that creepy. I milk before cereal. I'm gonna die of embarrassment. I'm gonna start coughing up blood and my lungs are gonna collapse, and it's gonna be your fault. All your fault forever. I'm embarrassed. Pero what was that? That's like when you poke your cheeks, right? Something like that. I don't remember. It's an idol thing. I'd like to see other girls do that, but I think it wouldn't work with my face. You know? I don't have the sort of cutesy appeal. Please don't die, we only had you for like an hour. I'm gonna die of embarrassment here. Yeah, lots of people are just watching me make a fool of myself. But you know, I don't know, maybe pro tip, if you want to look super cool, maybe go to some really sketchy places. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I can't be very specific, but I'm still thinking about it. It's crazy. Miss, you're the cutest girl I've ever seen. Oh, I better be. No, there's lots of cute girls in the world. Many fish in the sea. Oh wait, damn! It just occurred to me, do you guys know what images are in the background? I've edited them so severely, but I think to an untrained eye, they might just kind of look like weird lumps of flesh. I don't know. Just smoke cigarettes, easy cool hack. Yeah, I'm a chain smoker, hi. Oh. Two bourbon sunfish, yeah! Good job! You got it. But hold on. I can make them swim. You know, the sunfish is the heaviest bony fish in the ocean. They're huge! They're even taller than I am. Yeah, they're very rare in aquariums. I've only ever seen them in Japanese aquariums. But someday I want to go to an aquarium that has a sunfish so I can see how big they are compared to me. Small? No, they're huge! They're probably taller than you even. From fin to fin. They're also functionally plants. They drift forever. Have you seen them swim? They're so crazy. Their top fin, their dorsal and I don't remember what the bottom one was. Abdominal? Their top and bottom fins flutter like a butterfly, except it's sideways. It's so crazy. They're like 2 feet tall. I am Bella Yaga. I am a graceful. Look at this. I'm not 2 feet tall. Look at this. I'm classy. I was spilled iced tea all over my bed. Boston Sunfish is my favorite 2010s meme. Baby wheel. I watch it sometimes, but one of the guys in that video died of a drug addiction. So now it makes me a little sad. It's still funny, but it's also a little sad. You know? The cool thing is that you're a witch and with magic, you shrink or enlarge yourself. Well, I wouldn't do that, because I'm a normal woman. And normal women don't shrink or enlarge themselves. Pro tip. Is that a pro tip? Or maybe a fact of life? I don't know. You should read the ocean sunfish post someday. There's a lot of people who hate ocean sunfish, but I would say they're my favorite open ocean fish. I couldn't say they're my favorite fish at all because there's the deep sea, and the deep sea is amazing. But I think they probably are my favorite open ocean fish. I like watching parasites get eaten off of them by other fish. They're called the sunfish because they sunbathe. They float up to the surface to kind of lay horizontal, and they let fish pick parasites off them. Where's my ocean hat? You can have the hat. I just forgot to put it back on. It's a nice hat. I did like the hat. You literally skinwalked to cheetah meat? Well, that's different. Sometimes you just have to skinwalk a girl, okay? It's normal. It's normal to do. Didn't they have Adidas hats? I don't know, I wanted to stare like that for a moment. I've got stupid disease. Hey, there's more fashion. I'm an upstanding, fashionable woman, of course. So, I'll zoom out a bit so you can see it's a poncho. If I zoom in too close, it makes me look like a granny wearing a blanket. Though I would probably pass out in a rocking chair much like a grandma would. I think most old people do that. My dad does that. He's not that old, but he is old. The place I left, or that I unwillingly left, sort of, had a lot of people way older than me. It was shocking. There were also people younger than me, which was also scary. You know, it's like, this person I look up to is so cute, and then they're younger than me and in college or something. It's like, that's scary. By the way, Val, can you talk with a deep voice? I think it'd fit this model. My voice is a little raised in pitch because I'm so nervous, but if I try, I can probably do something more along the lines of this. I have to really focus on it though because I'm embarrassed right now for so many different reasons. Have you graduated from a moto to hag? I'm not a hag! I'm not a hag. I've probably gone from more to a big sisterly character though. Which makes sense because I am a big sister. I live with my little brother. I wanted to talk about this. I kept thinking like, this happened to me. I want to talk about it on stream. But I tried explaining horizontal and vertical to my little brother, and he said he had never heard of that before and he didn't know the difference. And it's like, okay, that's fine. I never really learned my lefts from rights anyway. And he goes, I learned that in kindergarten. I hate kids. But I'm kind of used to using a higher pitched voice, so I think it's also subconscious. Like, stream boots up, my voice becomes higher, blah 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 blah. It's a real issue when I sing. Because I think I sound pretty good off stream. But then I get on stream and, you know, stage fright sets in, and then my streaming behavior sets in, and it gets all weird. Layer upon layer of weirdness. I feel like not knowing horizontal versus vertical and not knowing left from right is kind of equivalent. That's the point! He made fun of me. Why? All kids do nowadays is watch TikTok, play Fortnite, and be cringe. That's what adults do as well. I think that's the biggest issue I have with interacting with people. You know, I want to meet new people and talk about them, but what I know is like real nerd stuff, and then they're like, you want to play Marvel Rivals? You know, how about some Fortnite? It's like, I'm so out of the loop here, I don't know where to go. I'm the nerd here. And you know, when I talk about what I like to do and what I want to do in the future, it's like, I really love Homestar Runner and Stanley Kubrick. You ever watch a Stanley Kubrick film? I think 2001: A Space Odyssey is the best movie ever. Better ask them for Roblox? There's a non-zero amount of Roblox players, but my taste in Roblox is entirely different. Starting to sound old? I'm not old! Okay? I keep seeing people say HSR, and I think, oh, Homestar Runner, I know what that is. But no, it's Honkai Star Rail. Love Strongman. Strongman to this day still influences my sense of humor, though I think a good amount of my sense of humor is also that I'm a weirdo. Yes, yesterday I tweeted about how I had a weird copy of the Three Little Pigs, one of the earlier versions of the story where the story keeps going after the wolf fails to blow the third pig's house down. You know, the pig starts going like, I'll invite you out to an orchard, and then he shows up an hour early and leaves before then. And the wolf keeps getting madder. And that happens over and over. Eventually the wolf scrambles down the chimney, and the little pig has started a pot of water boiling over his fireplace. And the wolf gets boiled alive, and the pig eats him in a stew. That book always made me a little hungry. Are you boiling us alive? I might do that someday. Only a little bit. But because of that, I ended up rummaging through all my childhood books. It's like, even as a child, I had good taste, but also, you know, wow, the three little kittens lost their mittens. What's up with the model? Tsunami is dead. Okay, let's feel it on. If I got a job, this is what I get for not getting to go through the job. If I don't look like this, nobody will. You know, I don't want it to go to waste. Hi, Donatella. Congrats on the Not debut. I honestly had a little bit prepared for a more proper debut, but I think I would have died cringing myself to death. Because I showed up, you know, where all the people who have supported me this far are, and I don't want to, you know, pretend that Tsunami never happened, you know? This is the start of a different time, but it's not the end of another time. Maybe. You could probably use both depending on what you're doing. Tsunami will come back every once in a while, but for the most part, she won't be a big thing. You know? This is not a very good debut in the first place, though. I've just been repeating the same few things and then going on unhinged rambles in between. Do you guys think brain is like cauliflower steak? I tried explaining this to a senior of sorts earlier, and they said, like, what is up with you? Because, you know, cauliflower is kind of chewy and rubbery, right? It gets boiled or something. I don't know, my dad makes cauliflower steak sometimes and it's weird. But, you know, like, if you were to bite into brain, it would kind of have a bit of resistance, but then it would tear like shredded cheese, I bet. Not that you should bite into brains, or that I would do that. But, you know... The debut is still on the table as an emergency if we ever run down on cringe. I am a perpetual cringe generator. I don't have to roleplay to be cringe. I just have to talk about, you know, drinking other people's drinks when they're not looking. Which was something I only did as a teenager. Wait, I gotta remember there's new people watching. That's not something I still do. It's not something I still do. I don't do that! Okay. Hi, Vape Nation. We lost people from that! Oh, crud! Sorry, sometimes I remember. It's not just the people I've known so far. Still takes others' pencils, right? I stole a pencil from my dad, if that counts, but that's because I don't have any pencils. I don't go outside and... Like, there's no one to steal pencils from, because I don't know anyone in real life. Off stream, you know? And bingo bango. Wait, I never stole people's pencils. That's not something I did as a teen, okay? I'm gonna die of embarrassment. Yeah, there's no context to me drinking other people's drinks. You go on any walks as of late? Yes, I did. My little brother likes to go on walks a lot, and of course the dogs have to be walked. There's a good amount of dogs that could not be walked by a single child, so I go with him sometimes. It's very refreshing outside. I'm not going to like when the weather gets warmer, because I really like how the wind feels on my exposed skin. Got a new BGM to go with the new model? I don't wanna... There was someone that was willing to spend money on me, and so I don't want to put that sentiment to waste, you know? Exposed skin, you walking around naked or something? Well, I like to walk around in shorts and when it's cold out, because I really like the feeling of of the wind on my legs. But I don't go outside when other people are out, because it makes me scared. Of course, I don't go out naked or anything, or in like my underwear. That would be too much. I'm not that kind of creep. I'm creepy, but I'm not a creep. But the cold is nice. I sleep every night in the cold, so my body has developed an immunity to it. But also in the summer I die because I didn't develop an immunity to the heat. Pros and cons of being Nordic in Ancestry. It's been high 90s for the past week. I can very much understand enjoying wind on your skin. Where do you live? Brazil? That's the only place I can imagine it being 90 degrees right now. Maybe Texas or Arizona. I don't know. I've never been to those places. South Africa. But, you know, I always thought South Africa, you know, Africa's very long. It goes down the earth very far. I always thought it would be kind of cold. Like, you know how New Zealand has penguins and stuff? Africa has a lot of penguins too. I never thought it would be hot down there. Still currently snowing where I am. I'll curse you. Curse you! I want snow. All the snow melted a long time ago. I miss snow. When I go out with my brother, all the snow turned to ice pretty quickly, so we just kept crushing the ice in our hands and chucking it at each other. He was so mad at me. He snuck up on me the other day and shoved a bunch down my shirt. I killed him. I've tried doing it to my dad before, but he usually like he escalates it very far and starts trying to like rub snow in my face, and I fall to the ground in terror. The murder or the ice thing? The ice thing, the ice thing. It's really lame. I miss snowball fights. You know, you could do that as a kid. You can't do that as a grown woman because then people just think you're a weirdo. How many people murdered as of today? You. Time out. I'm sorry. No, that's mean. I feel bad now. I feel bad now. I thought it would be funny. You've been revived. Go, my undead soldier. Yeah. Don't run afoul of the witch, she will Hansel and Gretel your butt. Hansel Hansel and Gretel never died, though. Do you mean I'm gonna abandon you in the woods? Or you're gonna shove me in an oven and kill me? Preferably don't do that. Maybe I should invest in an oven lock for that reason. Do you even know where we go when we get timed out? It's traumatizing. Probably the bug room. If I were to guess. I thought you liked cannibalism? I wouldn't cannibalize carelessly. I'm not that good with meat in general. I don't like how chewy it is. Maybe if it was ground up. Like, I like ground beef sometimes. I don't eat it raw, of course. Lives in the woods in a house made of Pepsi bottles. I live in the woods in an awesome house with chicken legs. Live chicken legs. What about a stew? My opinion still hasn't changed on this. I don't really understand soup. I don't understand soup. Because you can never get everything in one spoonful, and it's like, why would you want... It's like a salad. Why would you want your salad to be wet? It's like eating leaves out of a puddle. Maybe I would do that, actually. Maybe I kind of want to do that. That sounds refreshing. Maybe not on the road. Or in the dirt. Leaves in a puddle is just tea, Val? I have been drinking tea like crazy, so maybe that's where the craving comes from. Obviously, I'm trying to get better with my habits, so I've just been drinking lots and lots of hot tea and honey, and it's really good for my throat, honestly. You're drinking it right now, you almost spilled it on your bed. Okay, what I'm drinking right now is iced tea, and it doesn't count because I didn't brew it myself. What the hell kind of soup are you eating, Weirdo? And you never have your mom try to make you eat chicken noodle soup or whatever? I never liked it. Everything floats around and you just want the delicious oily drink. But then you choke on a piece of chicken because you keep trying to drink it like it's a normal drink. So don't do that, for a tip. You can strain it out if you need to. I tried to get just the broth once, but it was still kind of chunky. I'm not sure. I don't think they're... I think whatever soup they sell is very specially made. Like how McDonald's makes their fries to be addictive or something like that. I don't remember. When I make chicken soup, I take the meat out and eat it separately. I just eat the broth with the noodles. Oh. My mom was always the type of person to eat only the solids in the soup. Would leave the soup mostly untouched. We get cup noodles for my little brother, and I like to eat the noodles, but I don't like to drink the broth. So every time I eat the noodles, I just bring him over the cup of the broth and watch him chug it. Like it's like it's tea. I don't think he actually likes it, but I think he feels like he should do it. Because otherwise, what do you do with the broth? I don't know. I would drink the broth if it was just the broth, probably. But recently, what I've been doing is, I wash all the seasoning off the noodles before I make it. Like, I take the hard noodles out of the cup, I rinse it under the faucet, and then I put it in and I just boil it. And then I strain it, and then I eat it like that. You know? Is that too unwell? It's like pasta, you know? Sometimes I put an egg in it, but usually when you put an egg in it, it gets a little too creamy in a weird way. Is that what fluoride in the water does to people? They're putting fluoride in the water, it's making people wash up their ramen. But I've never really liked ramen noodle soup. I think that's because my family always made it the very American way. Instead of, you know, you're supposed to put the seasoning in the water as you boil it, but my family would always strain it and then mix the seasoning in dry. I always love that, and I still eat it that way. Sometimes, I've tried putting cabbage in it once, but it was weird. The fluoride in the water is making me watch too to me. I'm sorry that the fluoride in the water makes you watch weird girls. I wish I could offer you more. Hey Charlie, that sounds psychotic. I think it's just American. I mean, the seasoning mixes in fine, because you know the noodles are always a little lubricated. Like buttered pasta, like you put the Parmesan in it and the Parmesan kind of melts into it-ish? Question mark? Sometimes it doesn't. But that's only if you let it cool down too much. I don't know. I should probably cook pasta today. I've been putting it off because my dad comes home very late. So, you know, if you make pasta, there's way too much, and then you have a bunch of sad leftovers you have to eat by yourself, and it's like, we could have had a family meal. But instead, I will sit here eating cold pasta. You're giving me more reasons to hate Americans? I don't think it's normal, because in middle school I had a friend, and I told her about it, and she was like, that sounds disgusting, that sounds horrible, what is wrong with you? The worst. When I was a kid, I used to just eat it dry, uncooked. I stopped doing that because it kept tearing holes in the roof of my mouth. So, don't eat dry ramen, I suppose. Cold pasta, are you eating it raw? No, you eat the leftovers. The sad, lonely leftovers that you put in the fridge that nobody else will eat. But what I would do with the uncooked ramen, like I'd chew it and it's really hard, so it kind of pokes at you in ways that aren't very fun. And then I lick the seasoning out of the packet. I don't do that anymore unless I'm very sad, but not sad in terms of mood, but when I'm living a very sad life. You know, peak unwell behavior. Sometimes I do eat dry pasta though. I did that in front of my dad once and he gave me this horrified look. But I don't like doing the dishes. You know, when I got to meet all sorts of people and I told them these sorts of stories, they also had similar reactions. I think I kind of crushed the expectations of people. I remember when people first found me, they all went, "Oh my god, it's Bucket Hat Girl!" Because they wanted to know who the Bucket Hat Girl was real bad. Just use paper plates, Jesus. My dad doesn't get paper plates because he doesn't like consumerism. Or that's not really the right word. He feels a little better when he uses reusable stuff. For a bit, people were only calling me by Bucket Hat Girl, and it was a little embarrassing when I started to get called by name. One of my seniors, you might know her. She's a shrimp cat right now, but she started referring to me by full name, and it started scaring me. I felt it's like when your mom calls you by your full name, you know? Young Tua, get out! Get out! Wow, such a cool Onesan. Hi, Miss I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Hello, Bell Yaga. How are you, Bell Yaga? It's scary. I'm happy people are able to poke fun at me, though. If people aren't able to poke fun at me, they're not very comfortable with me, you know? That's my thoughts on it. What's your middle name? It's yours. I stole your middle name. What's your middle name? What's your middle name? 'Cause that's my middle name. Tell me. Balia? I'm balling. Give it back, give it back. It's mine now. You never get it back. Well, it's yours, young. Ew, that makes it sound weird. That makes it sound like a pharmacy toy. I went to the pharmacy the other day to buy chapstick because I realized that I don't own any chapstick, and girls probably should own chapstick. But while wandering through looking for the chapstick, I came across the dirty stuff aisle. And the sort of adult toys that they have there they always have really gross names. It's funny. So gross. The neutralizer. I saw one that was called something like the fluttering arouser. It's like, ew, ew, that sounds so gross. Ew. Sounds like a really creepy person's username. Wait, what on earth are we talking about? I had to go away for like 30 seconds. I went to the pharmacy the other day and I saw the sexual health aisle and they had a bunch of adult toys there and they all had really gross names. Honestly, I'm really surprised they carry them in pharmacies at all. You know, that's what you go to like a creepy adult shop for. I don't know, I've never been to an adult shop. There was one near my middle school. Well, not near my middle school, but I think within walking distance of. And I always imagined it's probably very creepy in there. It smells bad, I imagine. Yes, that's the place you want your middle school to be near. Sometimes you live in sad places. Must be some weird pharmacy around you. I've never seen them before in stores. I think Walmart might have them or something, but I haven't been to Walmart in a long time. I've only seen them in Walmart in images. Because, you know, sometimes people will post it online and be like, I can't believe Walmart carries this, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I don't have an opinion on that because Walmart carries everything. But I haven't been to a Walmart in years because my dad says it's trashy. Too expensive in stores, you can get them for almost nothing online. You have experience on this front. In my city, there's a strip club near a high school. I don't think they have zoning laws like that, so... You know, I don't think it's that abnormal, question mark? I don't know. Walmart is a microcosm of America. You ever hear about how they tried to expand Walmart to the European side and put it in Germany, but it failed horribly because Germans just could not wrap their head around a store like Walmart? Big department store that just sells everything. You know? Don't ask questions you're not ready to hear about. Creep! Creep! This guy buys adult toys! Creep! Weirdo! I heard it was about them violating labor laws. My parents have been many places, and I always hear like every European country allows their cashiers to sit down and things like that. I think that was the worst part about having a real normal person job. Having to stand for hours straight. Why do they do that? Wouldn't it be creepier if he bought child toys? I don't know, one of my mom's boyfriends used to collect dolls. Maybe that's creepy. I wouldn't know, I haven't seen the guy in a long time. think it's not abnormal. I think I would probably... It depends on the toy. I think if I were more careless with money, I would probably get something silly. What type of dolls? Like dress-up dolls. Is creepy buying Fumos? I think Fumos are lame. I think you have to get... It's gotta be something else to be sad. It's, Like, I have VTuber merchandise, and that probably teeters somewhere on sad. I know a nice older lady that collects dolls. She dresses them up in costumes from all over the world. It's adorable. My grandma collects nutcrackers, personally. She made me take one home with me when I went home from Christmas. I don't like nutcrackers. They scare me. The ballet is very pretty though. Can you show your merch again? I don't have an image on me right now, but I have keychains from my friends. Cause you know sometimes a VTuber, you know, will put merch up and it's like, I should support my friends, and then you buy it, blah 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 blah. I have a Sonolite plushie, I have a Pippa plush. I have, one of my friends got a patch made. You would know about that. But, I don't know, whenever I see a sad loser VTuber, like a sense of kinship arises in me and I want to support them. Flubiki, ah yes, I do have relaxed time. Flubiki figurine on my desk. I can see her. Ah, she's so cute. And a mouse pad would fit in your room. I've tried those quote-unquote wrist support mouse pads. I think I got a cat one or something like that. But honestly, my wrists really do not need support. I imagine the support is for when you're real tall and you know your arms go down on the desk. But my desks are mostly up for me, so I have to reach my arms up. So it's just a weird position. Hi, what are you looking at? Chinami is long gone! No, I'm Belle. I'm Belle Yaga. Do you have to stand on your chair to be able to reach the desk? Oh no, I don't have a chair. I have my bed. I'm sitting in bed right now. Hold on. That's my pillow. How's Chubby doing? He's doing fine. I got a good range of treats for him. Last night I gave him a special forage salad, and it has a bunch of little flowers in it that he can eat. Hey, Bananero. Timmy is gone! Timmy is gone! And I'll explain it, but I don't want to over-explain it, you know? I'm gonna stay as... My username's gonna stay as Super Tsunami for a while. Still, probably a few months, just for insurance and also because... You know, I'm not Tsunami, but I don't really want to leave that past behind, necessarily. You know, I'm not escaping from my problems or anything. I'm being a little different. Also, I'm making the most of a bad situation. Unfortunate situation, really. So no more Chimika? You might get Belku! If you're lucky. Joined the corpo and all I got was this lousy skin suit. That's not lousy! Come on! I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Escaping her cancellations for what she said is Shinami. I did not ever say that. I did not ever say anything cancelable. Maybe I talked about women's chests every once in a while, but that's not cancelable. It's just a little sad. You know, it's not a crime to spend a little too long in the shower. The cute chinchilla? I know, I was so anxious leading up to this. I couldn't sleep very well, and I was panicking on an almost daily basis. Like, my heart kept beating so fast, it was scary. Because you know, sometimes you make weird decisions. And I just wanted everyone else to be fine with it. You know? Whoa, the female form rule, shut up! I think Tunami said that actually, not Belle. Hi, Bob. I'm late, I didn't think we had stream today. I'm sorry, I should have given more notice. I wanted to stream as soon as possible, but I didn't want to stream on a weekend. And also, I had only just finished my overlay and partial re-rigging. It's only partial, it's not that fancy. I had to learn. I've like really haphazardly following tutorials, and that was so hard! I hate tutorials. But there's some minor corrections now. I couldn't do things like remove my hat or poncho previously. Also, my chest didn't move. Are you still gonna get the rocks? I think I might cut back on it, honestly. This is my improvement arc. This is my... I want to get better on a lot of fronts. Do you have Oshi marks yet? I thought about it, honestly. I don't think I was ever relevant enough to have any in the first place, but you know. Wait, I see some marks on a white stone on your floor, eh? I design. What are you on about? Were things only partially completed prior to the cutoff? Well, you might notice I have an artist credited, but not a rigger. There was a... This is sort of company done, sort of. Yeah. Improvement arc being dressed as a hobo is a little ironic. I'm being my truest self, okay? God forbid woman do anything. It's, you know. But, oh, I don't think I got to talk about my artist yet. I really like my artist. I have them credited in my Twitter. But, you know, I'll just replace my name. One. I would have shared this artist with a lot of people, particularly recently defunct Corpo had Odette Mori, Yuri Yaneva, there was another model that didn't get used. So I would have had a lot of sisters, but I don't. You can still see all their art, and it's really nice art. I really like their sense of design and colors. The only surviving child? I think there might be some. I'm not entirely sure on it, but I've outlasted everyone. I won my own battle royale of sorts, I guess. Not really. Not really. But, you should follow them. You know, not even because of me. You should follow them because they make good art. And I like to look at it. I look at it once a week. I saw a recent live 2D showcase on their profile. I think it might have been... I assumed it was for a Japanese VTuber. Oh no, Nizima. There was also, you'll notice a long time ago they posted, like, an elf girl. If you see that elf girl. If you ever see that elf girl get used, I would like it if you'd tell me, but I have a feeling that she won't be coming back. You know? Yeah, I want to have some sort of pretty sister, but... you know... I don't know what's the case with that one, unfortunately. As far as I know, most of the people who theoretically would have shown up alongside me are gone. There's 2 girls I know are definitely back, so I'm happy about that because, yeah, girls! I love girls! Yeah! But everyone else, I don't know. Wow. Don't know. Was it that bad? I missed out on all of it, to be honest. Which is why I'm the luckiest, probably the luckiest person to ever get hired. A lot of people, you know, they're gonna have different frustrations and stuff like that, and it's not really my place to talk about them. I missed out on everything, essentially. I don't even know how much of what I do is being kept track of. I was not even really... They kept bringing up... I kept hearing about things I had no idea about. You know, I meet people, they talk to me and they're like, ah yeah, this, and it's like, what? Huh? I don't know what that is. I missed out on all of it. I'm fine though, you know, I got really lucky. I'm happy I get to look cute like this. Too busy looking at girls to notice the explosions going on in the foreground. I was not even in the area for any theoretic explosions. I didn't know about Coin 11. I know about everything! I know about everything, but I was not actually formally around for anything, so you could not ask me questions and get new answers you've never heard about. Fraud inserted last second? To say the least, yes. I don't know how much I can say. I don't know. I don't know. You know, if I immediately die and then Chinami returns, you know, so that'll suck. I got no filter and I have no idea what I'm supposed to be filtering. Yay! I'll feel sad if it goes. I feel like everyone else is straddling the line pretty close though, so I can probably do it. I can probably do it. I have no... You ask me a question, I probably don't know the answer. That's all I have to say. I don't think you should bother the other girls either though, because... you know, there's gonna be varying levels of how much they care about this sort of stuff. When will we be seeing a return of Jank 3D shenanigans? Eventually. I want to show off all the cool games I wanted to play. You know, I wrote down 1 billion in advance because I thought, you know, like, oh, I gotta make first impressions and all that, and it didn't happen. So, get ready for all 5 episodes of Strong Bad's Cool Game for Awesome People! All 5 episodes! All of them! I bought them! They're great! I love Strong Bad! Also, Corpse Party, System Shock, I have no mouth and I must scream. I got the Arkham games. I don't know how they are yet. I want to play a bunch of RPG Maker games. Are you gonna play 3D horror games, or will everything be woman dating simulators? What do you... I did not mention a single woman dating simulator. What do you... System Shock, the original? Yeah, and I also got System Shock too. I watched my dad play it over his shoulder, and it looked pretty cool. But you know, yay! Stupid girl does stupid things moment. Strong bad! I think the thing I'm looking forward to most, with you know my how I look, my true form, blah 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 blah. I can dress up silly. You know, I see all sorts of other VTubers do that fun stuff, like they color their hair and can put that fun sort of stuff on. It'll be very, very... I want to mess around with that, you know? You can do that with 3D, but I want to do it with live 2D as well. Yeah! Yeah! Ah! But I'm also gonna be doing a lot of art. I like to sing. I understand that karaoke streams are a little niche, you know. I like to sing, so I'll probably still be doing that late on random late nights. But I won't push it on anyone who doesn't want to see it, you know? Lovely non-debut, gotta get dinner, bye friends. Thank you for coming, bye Vero! Is it more comfortable to have a 2D model over 3D model? They have different limitations and pluses. I am very glad to leave my how I look in the hands of someone else, because when you pick your own outfits and all that stuff, you look at yourself and you think, I hate my sense of style, I could do this better, and you want to redo it every single day. So it's really nice to leave it in the hands of someone capable, trustworthy. Karaoke streams definitely aren't niche. You have to be really good at it for it to have appeal though. You talked about uploading to YouTube before. Is that idea gone too? I figured you guys are going through so many different changes at once, and I feel bad about that. You know, I'm already scaring people off a little here. I'm crushing dreams. It's not that we don't want to, it's that we keep waking up to find out you streamed the night before VOD watching Vane. I'm sorry. Sometimes I feel lonely in the middle of the night. I think VTubers consider live 2D to be the gold standard, but I feel 3D has such a high ceiling, maybe stream on both. I think it's fun to experiment no matter what. I've never really touched live 2D before, so yay! I still feel sad it didn't work out, you know? Maybe it was a weird idea on my part, but honestly I really did want to like experience it and work hard and like all these special things that this sort of stuff opens you up to. I'm very thank you. You know, I don't know how much it would have been. Will we see more collabs in the future, Val? I think my hopes are I can do one a month. That's a lot, so I don't expect to achieve it every month, but it's a big upgrade for the one a year I had prior, you know? I'm Pixel. You got to meet people, that's meaningful. I want, if possible, I want to collab with the people I've met, but at the same time, I get so nervous talking to them. It's like, oh, these people are so cool, and I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What am I doing here? Blah 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 blah. Blah. I'm so happy for everyone who's supported me this far and thought I was cool, and she's gonna mail collab now. I still don't think I'll ever do. I think if there's enough girls, I might be okay with like some random group collab with a guy there. But I get very nervous around guys. DM your friends, Val. Ah! Stop it. When you do a femboy collab, looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. You know? I don't know. I never thought about it. I think I'm weird about this stuff. I don't know how people care about it, you know? Femboys quack like ducks. Yeah, sure. Require the guy participating to use a female PNG plus voice changer? I think that's weird in a different way. No, I think that's too weird. Now we can call you Bozo and if it's... Don't call me Bozo! I'm Belle. Or you can call me Yaga. Yaga is cool too. But I'm cool! I'm so cool! I feel like people are becoming more open about disliking male VTubers recently. It's not... I'm not good with men at all. I get nervous whenever my dad brings his friend over. So I'm... Even outside of male VTubers, but... There's a lot of sketchy people out there, you know? You always have to be careful on that front. Can we make you use a female voice changer too? Do you want me to use the Chinami voice?
Hi, yeah. It's me. I've become more of a woman. Helium voice, woohoo! I love having this voice.
Ugh. What? Send them the Boogie link with a PNG of a pair of scissors. Message. You know what to do. I don't think I'd reach out to a guy first for that kind of stuff. I think if someone invited me to a group collab, I'd probably take it. I'm not good with men. Quicks are babaing, baba. Are you trying to de-age me? Don't do that. Don't do that. You baba with Shanda's voice.
Ba 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 ba.
Ba ba. Gross. I mean, you're kind of using your Chinami voice right now. That's just because I'm kind of in an excited mood or something. You know? Ah. But I'm nervous. Now I'm overthinking things. I should probably go. Now the nervousness is really setting in. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna go! Thank you for coming! I'm gonna go! Are you gonna change the voice for Belle? I think my voice is too fluid in general to say I'm doing a voice. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. Bye bye, Tamp. Sorry.